It seems like Kyle Larson will live Kyle Busch's Indy 500 dream in 2024. Kyle Larson has won more than 400 races in a number of different series, and now he wants to add one more big win to that list. Hello Nascarians, welcome back to NASCAR Zone. In today's video, we will talk about Kyle Larson's dream of the Indy 500 race coming true. But before we begin, do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Time is Kyle Larson's best friend, as he plans to run the Indianapolis 500 in May 2024. Next season, Larson and his Hendrick Motorsports Nascar team will compete as part of Arrow McLaren's lineup for the 2021 Cup Championship. Since Larson has a long way to go before he can compete in the illustrious race, the first obstacle he faces is a test of his ability to contain his impatience. But Larson is also aware that the opportunity to have more than a year to get ready for one of the most important races in motorsports and to be as well organized as is humanly feasible is a blessing. On SiriusXM NASCAR Radio, Larson said that if they were to put it together to run this year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we were to put it together to run Evergrande this year, I still feel like I would have been rushed to be prepared for May and feel like I can go and compete at a high level. So, yes, it's a long ways away from the event, but I feel like I like that a lot better because now I can, have all this time to focus on, doing the right things to train and get better, not only physically, but, just behind the wheel, time in the simulator, time behind the actual wheel of an Indy car, and hopefully getting to do some testing before Indianapolis next year. So yeah, just I'm glad that it's going to be next year's Indy 500 and not this year's.
Although Larson has not yet competed in an IndyCar race, he has strong ties to the Indianapolis 500 as well as the city of Indianapolis. He was fully aware of the late Robin Miller's tireless advocacy for him to take place among the field of 33, but he also developed his own relationships with Indy via the accomplishments he had on a dirt track. He was a contender for the position. Competing in the Indianapolis 500 is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Larson due to the fact that he spent a few formative years of his career in the Hoosier State prior to joining NASCAR. In the years 2011 and 2012, he participated in a significant number of USAC races in and around the Indianapolis area. Because he has a large number of friends there, including ones who are more like family, Indianapolis has always felt to him like another home. Being a youngster who grew up at a local dirt track, therefore, adds to the prestige that he has. He was always envious of Bryan Clauson receiving those opportunities, and he got to chat with him a lot about it. Bryan Clauson raced a few times in the 500, and he was one of his competitors each time, and that he competed in it while still doing the dirt stuff was, he thought, a very retro thing to do. He is very excited that he can put his name on another list that also includes him, and he really hopes that he can make all of the fans of dirt track racing proud. Larson will have access to the brand new Chevrolet Technology Center, which is located on the Hendrick property. Although it is too early in the process for everyone concerned to know exactly what his preparation would entail for this year's race, simulator time will undoubtedly be a component of it. Another factor will be training for the strain that will be placed on the body from competing in two races on the same day and adjusting to the requirements of driving two very different types of vehicles. Will Larson be able to win the title at the Indy 500? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Also, do subscribe to our channel for more updates on NASCAR. Larson stated that he certainly does not have any experience behind the wheel of an IndyCar, so he does not know what to expect in terms of physicality. On the other hand, he has been told that they are really physical. They don't have power steering, so he assumes that means the steering will be far more laborious. Considering how much faster they are, it stands to him that we would experience certain G-forces that he is not accustomed to feeling. He believes that he will do his best to be as well prepared as is humanly possible. He has no doubt that Josh Wise will devise a plan for him to follow in order to get himself physically ready for it as they get closer to the latter parts of this year. Because it is so far away, There is a lot of time to make sure that everything is as close to perfect as it possibly can be. According to Zach Brown, who works for McLaren, the lengthy lead time between the announcement that took place this week and the time when Larson's car will roll out of Gasoline Alley in May of next year is intentionally being left that way so that he and the team can prepare as thoroughly as they possibly can. Brown added they are going to do maximum preparation, whether that's in simulation, driving the race vehicle itself, visiting certain IndyCar races, or sitting in debriefs. Obviously, Kyle's primary program is his pursuit of another NASCAR championship, so they need to work around what will be a very busy schedule. However, they want to immerse Kyle in IndyCar, and they want to work together with the Hendrick organization to maximize performance both on and off the track. They are currently working through what that is, determining how many test days we have available and deciding where we will do our tests. The fact that Hendrick Motorsports and Chevrolet's new technology center are located in the same general vicinity is going to be advantageous. One of the reasons for making the announcement and the commitment so quickly was to allow maximum time for preparedness. Because of Larson's long-standing interest in competing at Indianapolis, Hendrick Racing Team owner Brown eventually made a call to the company's headquarters in Charlotte. In the meantime, Larson did not lose any opportunities to remind Rick Hendrick and Jeff Gordon, vice chairman of Hendrick Motorsports, of his intentions to compete in the Indianapolis 500. It took some time, and Larson had to be patient through it all, and still has to be patient to wait until next year's Indy 500. But before they took advantage of the chance, they wanted to make sure that it was presented to them by the ideal organization, with the ideal personnel, and under the ideal circumstances. And after discussing it with Rick, he decided to keep out of it and allow them to work their magic without interference. Hendrick, for his side, said that he required some convincing, but that the prospect of partnering with McLaren was enough to win him over. Every day, the prospect excites Larson more and more. When they first started talking about it, he wasn't that raved about it. But now that they have the possibility to join McLaren and Zach, a superb company that competes in everything from Formula One to IndyCar, this is a fantastic opportunity for them. He just can't wait for it to come around. But the fact that they are partners with McLaren provides them with an incredible degree of assurance that they will have the finest preparation and the best equipment. And they owe all of that to the McLaren Group, because they are the best at the business. Simply said, they just can't wait to find out what the experience is like. The most recent NASCAR driver to complete a double race weekend was Kurt Busch. In 2014, Busch finished 6th in Indianapolis before heading to Charlotte for the Coca-Cola 600, where he encountered a mechanical issue that caused him to drop out of the race early. So the double will be attempted by Larson, who will be the 5th driver to do it. What are your thoughts regarding this? Tell us in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed today's video. So subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and press the bell icon to see more of our videos on NASCAR updates.